Here's a speed draw of a gold mandala from start to finish. The most important thing when drawing a mandala is to be comfortable and warm. You want to be relaxed and at peace. Bristleborder paper I find is the easiest paper to draw on because it's thick. It doesn't crinkle or bend and your pen will absorb nicely. I also use pencil, eraser, a ruler, a compass to draw perfect circles, and in this mandala I'm using a gold pen and a fine tip micron pen. The first step is to find the center of your page and using your compass draw circles from the inside out. They don't have to be exactly the same distance apart. Then use a ruler to make pie shapes. Make sure they're all even. Then just start laying down a pattern. I like to do the same pattern all the way around before adding another pattern all the way around, and then another and another. When I do this, you're using the same shape over and over again, so it just helps to create a really even mandala. I hope that makes sense. So right now I'm just continuing to add designs, just not giving it too much thought. Once you have a base, then you'll start going over it with your gold pen. You can add different items that you didn't have with pencil before, or just follow exactly with your pencil. Depends on what you're comfortable with. Sometimes I don't use pencil, I'll just go straight to the pen. Just depends on how confident you're feeling and if you're feeling relaxed. If you're feeling tense, make sure you loosen up your shoulders and relax, because if your shoulders are tense, your lines can be sort of jagged. You won't get as much of a smooth line as if you're as you would if you're relaxed. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Snuggie. It keeps me nice and warm. If I'm cold, my lines are also pretty jagged and not smooth, and it can be quite frustrating. So I just make sure that I've got some coffee or some hot chocolate and my slippers and my Snuggie on. So now I'm just filling in all of the pencil marks that I had made before. Once in a while I'll pick up the piece of paper and take a close look at it and just make sure that I like the way that the designs are developing. I tend to not think too much about the designs because they seem to always work out in the end. As you practice, you'll just get familiar with certain designs that you like to do, certain patterns, and you'll just remember them as you go. The beautiful thing about mandalas is that they're just so calming. The idea of them is just to let them go, or let yourself go and just do whatever you can, whatever comes to your mind. And in this way, it's quite a meditative process. It's very peaceful. So I'm just filling in some more designs and adding in little details. I can always go back and add more if I'm not quite sure if something is a little bit too plain or not. Sometimes I'll just move on and then go back to it later. So now, using the fine tip pen, I just go around the outside and then any little section that I would like to trace and make stand out. Sometimes when I do a gold mandala, I'll outline absolutely every little bit of gold. Other times I like to just highlight certain areas. So I'm going around and doing most of the outer edge, just adding some more highlights to that area. I used to get very frustrated when I'd make a mistake. I would think that I'd have to start again or that I ruined my picture. But I've really discovered that every mistake that I thought I made, I was able to turn into something that worked out even better than I'd planned, and there is no such thing as a mistake. So here you can see I missed some little sections, and I ended up having to color in the section with the black pen more than I wanted to. And at first I thought that it was going to be too dark in the center, but I really liked how it turned out in the end. So now I just call them happy accidents. Once you've finished outlining all of your gold that you'd like to outline, take your pencil and erase very gently around your mandala. You have to be careful not to pick up any of the ink from the gold pen or the black pen. Sharpie mandalas are nice because they don't pick up as much pen when you erase, but you can do a good job of erasing without ruining your picture as long as you're very careful with your pencil. I find some erasers are much stronger than others. I've fallen for these ones because they don't really they don't have a negative effect on my picture. I've used some erasers that really picked up way too much of the ink, and it can be quite sad because you worked so hard to make a pretty picture. And there you have it, a gold mandala with black outlining. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or tips for me, please leave them in the comments below. Have an awesome day.